We have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight we kick off Week 13 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The Giants at 7-4 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want it to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They go play action with Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Up the middle, it's Williams. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. They run it again with Williams. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Barnes. He's got it to Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Back to throw. Barnes dancing to his left. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. So he rolls out of the pocket left, just ends up finding a safety valve, but no gain there.
No gain, but it looked like they were well coached on the play because he still went through his progressions, and the receivers know that when the quarterback exits the pocket, they have to find routes to run now to get into his sight lines and try and help him out. End up throwing it short to the running back. Give the defense credit for not giving up any yardage.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. To throw on 3rd down, Barnes. Out route, nice throw, complete to Streets. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. $12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Eagles.
After one, 7-0. On EA Sports. Right back to him on first down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Play action. Here's Hurts. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is Hurts. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
They're going for it with the option right. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. Little read option, the end result, the first down, so a good read.
And the way teams are running it nowadays, they've added variety to it. You know, the original way was you read the defensive end. If he crashes down, you pull it and you go. Now they may not even block that person, may end up reading the linebacker, may read the cornerback. Just depends on how they want to block it up. In any case, this worked well for them.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Hurts. Flushed out right. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later, hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
And he is going to be stopped up at the line of scrimmage. And we'll have a stoppage as well as we have reached the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, Barnes. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 18 yards the gain for number 18. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Operating from the gun, Barnes. This one swung out to Williams. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Barnes. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. 3 points, obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is. And
this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And the Giants are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Looking left side, he's got it complete. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
From the 24, Hurts. Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Eagles have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that makes it 14-10.
Next to score, Eagles 14, Giants 10.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Hey, check that, street.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd and 2, Barnes. Going to throw right side here, complete.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and trying to make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Barnes.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway Even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
Only needing 2 yards on second down.
Let's go. You tighten up. Mike partner. Hey, let's pin the mirrors back and go full street.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Come on. Hit. Mikey, let's see. Get that ball, G. Let's get that ball. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. You ain't going nowhere.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
To about the 35, second down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
Ready?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Down, they'll go to the ground attack.
He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Down inside the 10.
Touchdown! A great play there. 27 yards. yards. And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Barnes. And he checks this one down to Williams. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. Barnes. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. A handoff. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
You know, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, You just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On first down, Barnes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Hurts down to one knee, and that should... just about do it. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Eagles, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And now they'll have a few extra days before they face the Rams next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.